Abusua, the new force Nana Kwame Bediako dodoɔ na afra no cheddar. Wayi the big six ewo Kumase. Wayi omo wasan so yi ne running mate ne din de Dr. Mariam Isaka. Abusua,
the new force movement. And I chose a place as the Ashanti region whilst we are on the tour to unveil the next phase of the new six. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure very soon we will witness the vice president. I know that this particular event was supposed to be a little bit different from it is now, but as always, I would still manage to come and overcome the challenge and make the best out of this. Today is a very special day for me. As you all know, when we started this movement, sometime 7th November last year, a lot of people had their doubts. For the youth of this country have stood behind me and believed in the vision. They have, of course, followed my dream, my vision that this country needs a change in leadership, a change in governance, a change in development, a change for Ghana and the people of Ghana. And I believe today is the day that is starting. I want to use this moment to thank Ghanaians and all the people that have played a role in the past 8 months of this campaign that we started. And of course the EC also for making sure that we appeared on the ballot. We're very grateful for the democratic constitution in this country, although we know that it needs to be advanced and upgraded. The youth of this country, we're here to do so. I pray that the good God gives us strength, knowledge, understanding, and courage to be able to move this country forward. And forward as we go, we will keep going. I want to thank all Ghanaians once again for their genuine support. And I pledge myself to serve this nation. If God gives us the chance, we will work for you, we will serve you, and we will be here for you. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am very honored to introduce to you a powerhouse of expertise and leadership. With over 2 decades of remarkable contributions in finance, academia, and public service. As senior manager at the Securities and Exchange Commission, she helped shape the nation's financial landscape through strategic oversight of investments, licensing of capital market operators, and the development of critical regulations. Her role in training market operators and educating investors places her at the forefront of financial development. With academic papers written on macroeconomics and finance in emerging market economies, financial access and economic development, exchange rate forecasting in the West African Monetary Zone, just to mention a few, it is safe to say that she is a finance colossus. The incoming VIP commands a global perspective on finance, underscored by her participation in international conferences from Singapore to South Africa. Whether it's reshaping policies, advancing financial education, or contributing to groundbreaking research, She stands as an indomitable force, driving both Ghana and Africa towards financial inclusion and economic resilience. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Dr. Mariam Isaka Krisi. Thank you.
So, are you ready, Ghana? Well, let's unveil the first of the new 6 and the second to be unveiled from the new force. Ghana, help me welcome Mrs. Dr. Mariam Isaka Krisi.
Okay, good evening, Your Excellency, our presidential candidate, Nana Kwame Bediako, honorable members of the new force, distinguished guests, fellow citizens and friends. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I stand before you today with profound humility, immense gratitude, and a strong sense of duty as I accept the nomination as the vice presidential candidate of the new force for the upcoming elections. This nomination is more than just an honor. It is a responsibility I accept on behalf of all Ghanaians who are yearning for real change, for a future built on hope, and for a leadership that works for all. To our presidential candidate, Nana Kwame Bediako, I want to express my deepest appreciation for your confidence in me. Your leadership, bold vision, and passion for the future of our country are truly inspiring, and I'm deeply honored to join you on this journey. Together, we will embark on a journey of transformation, and I'm humbled to stand by your side as we bring forth the change our people wanted to be part of this movement. You represent the collective will of Ghanaians seeking new leadership, one that can deliver real results and not just promises. This nomination is not just about me, who stands before you. It is about the collective mission we have embraced to bring transformation to our nation. It is about a shared mission to restore hope, rebuild our economy, and renew our nation. Fellow Ghanaians, we find ourselves at a critical point in our nation's economy and history. Our economy remains fragile. The Ghanaian cedi continues to depreciate and has lost more than 50% of its value against major international currencies in recent years, fueling inflation, draining our foreign reserves, and further compounding the economic crisis. Today, Ghanaians are struggling to make ends meet, as prices of everyday goods have skyrocketed, and businesses are grappling with higher costs and fewer opportunities. We cannot talk about the state of our economy without addressing the government's inability to manage public finances effectively. Fiscal deficits continue to widen, Ghana's tax to GDP ratio remains far below the regional average, a clear sign of weak fiscal governance. Corruption and poor fiscal management have become the norm, allowing for the accumulation of arrears even while efforts to clear previous ones falter. Today, our debt to GDP ratio has skyrocketed to over 70%, putting immense pressure on our future and that of generations to come. All these have culminated to investors and our poor pensioners being subjected to the domestic debt exchange program to restructure 137 billion Ghana cedis of domestic debt, which has done more harm than good. Fiscal uncertainty, loss of confidence in the government, our capital markets, and the banking sector. The Bank of Ghana has been forced to raise interest rates to 27% as inflation continues to spiral out of control. Inflation has consistently exceeded the central bank's target range of 6% to 10% and is eroding the livelihoods of everyday Ghanaians. Utility prices are rising, businesses are struggling, and citizens are losing hope. The high interest rates are not a solution, but a symptom of deeper, unresolved economic challenges. Many of our fellow citizens are grappling with unemployment, inadequate health care, and a lack of access to quality education. And yet, in the face of these dire circumstances, the government has relied excessively on external contributions for reform initiatives. This over-reliance on external solutions reflects a lack of political will, strategic foresight, and ownership. It shows that those entrusted with leading our country lack the resolve to design and implement homegrown solutions for Ghana's unique challenges. As if that weren't enough, corruption continues to cripple public administration. Weak accountability systems have allowed corruption to fester, eroding trust in government, institutions, and compromising the delivery of essential services. The result is a Ghana that lags behind in infrastructure, education, healthcare, and governance, despite potential of our nation. In the energy sector, which is vital to our economic growth, crisis remains. It requires significant financial support to remain functional, posing another fiscal risk. The government's inability to reform the sector has resulted in inefficiencies and a dangerous over-reliance on government funding. Without comprehensive reforms, the energy crisis will continue to hold back our economic potential. But we, the new force, are here to say it doesn't have to be this way. The time has come for real leadership. Leadership that prioritizes the welfare of every citizen. Leadership that is unafraid to tackle the pressing issues of our time with boldness and vision. We are here to offer a new vision, a vision that brings real solutions to these pressing problems. The new force stands as a beacon of hope, works for everyone, not just a privileged few. We believe in policies that create jobs, reduce poverty, and provide opportunities for every Ghanaian to succeed, no matter where they come from or who they know. We believe in a future where our economy works for everyone, not just a few. A future where our currency is stable, inflation is controlled, and the average Ghanaian can thrive. The new force is built on the foundation of fiscal discipline, transparency, and accountability. We believe in a government that manages its finances responsibly, creates jobs, and delivers the basic services our people need. We are committed to an agenda of inclusive growth, social justice, and national development that leaves no one behind. We will focus on ensuring that Ghana's resources are managed effectively and for the benefit of our people. Fellow citizens, this election is not just about who will lead, it is about the future of our nation. It is about choosing between the old ways of doing things which have not delivered for the majority of our people and a new forward-looking vision that seeks to uplift every Ghanaian. The new force offers a path to prosperity, not through promises alone, but through real action, accountability, and innovation. As your vice presidential candidate, I'm deeply committed to working alongside our presidential candidate, Kwame Bediako, to deliver on our vision. We will focus on empowering our youth by creating jobs and fostering entrepreneurship. We will transform our education to give every child a chance to succeed. We will invest in healthcare so that no one has to choose between their health and their livelihood. We will ensure that every citizen feels the positive impact of our policies in their daily lives. But this is not a task we cannot accomplish alone. We need every Ghanaian to stand with us, to believe in the possibility of a better future, and to work together to achieve it. This is our moment to come together as one people, united by the desire for change, to build a nation where every dream can flourish. My fellow Ghanaians, I say this: your voice matters, your future matters, and the power to reshape that future lies in your hands. The new force is here for you, with a vision that speaks to your hopes and addresses your needs. Together, we can create a Ghana where opportunities are abundant, where hard work is rewarded, and where no one is left behind. In accepting this nomination, I reaffirm my commitment to serve the people of our country with integrity, dedication, and a focus on results. I stand ready to do the hard work that lies ahead, and I know that the collective will of the people, we can achieve greatness for our nation. Thank you, and God bless our homeland, Ghana.
She is a finance colossus. I think she deserves another. Without much ado, we will bring back the leader of the new force, the man of vision, and I call him the Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Youth Forces, Nana Kwame Bediako.
Second mask is off. We should be waiting for the third one. And every time we unveil a mask, we bring a new opportunity, a new face, a new force, a new strength from this universe. This country can only be built by us. Why so? Because it's for us. I want to use this very moment to congratulate Dr. Mariam for delivering such a great speech. And I know we've all heard that our vision is to transform this nation, is to build this nation again. Our industrialization would have to industrialize the people of this country. There are no jobs, but of course we can create it because we have the reserves. We have the grounds. In the past, we have given what belongs to us to foreigners. Our political principles have been governed by foreign influence. Today, the new force is reinventing a brand new leadership. A leadership that doesn't have to listen to the foreign entities before we decide. A leadership that serves their people. A leadership that will provide jobs for the average Ghanaian is needed. And a leadership that builds an economic stability, create economic prosperity, and bring a balance in a system that Ghana needs. Ghana is the star of Africa. And we have to stand behind Ghana. We have to work on behalf of Ghana to show the world that Ghana is a chosen country for Africa. And that's what we're here to do. I'd like to congratulate my team, the New Force team, my mom, my family, my wife, and all the members of New Force. I know you're not seen, but sooner than later, they will witness the history. I'll leave the rest to the history to tell it itself. Thank you very much, Ghana. It's a new day, it's a new dawn. Thank you.
We thank you very much for making time this evening to witness this second unveiling of the new force. Of course, if the president incoming had not introduced indirectly his wife, I would have done that before we leave here, and I'll still do it. Let's give a round of applause to the incoming First Lady. And of course, to the relatives of Nana Kwame Bediako, and also members of the New Force who have been very supportive. His elder sister is here. Let's give her a round of applause. Two nephews are here. Can we see you wave? His brother Nana Kwame is here. And as we all call him Boogie, the man himself is also here. Thank you all very much. And on this note, I call this meeting to a close. Thank you.